Now, what prompted you to want to do this? The Business Council always is a resource, as you pointed out, with the Small Business Development Center, but what was the main driving force behind this?
Well, certainly the Wall Street issue is a major issue, and many of our members are talking about how they're doing business differently. You know, Karen, we focus on different types of businesses. We have businesses from the major corporations to mid-sized businesses, not-for-profits, and very small businesses. And in some of our groups, in our cloud group, for example, the mid-sized businesses are talking about ways they can do business differently. You know, new opportunities in this market, how businesses are dealing with employees, for example, in this gas crisis. You know, so there are forums for people to talk to one another and for businesses to get advice from one another. On our very small business level, our solo entrepreneurs have their own set of challenges, and many of them are very successful business people, but they got together last week, and so this is a common theme, and people are turning to the Business Council of Westchester as their business organization to say, how are others coping with this environment? You know, what can we expect? How can we work together to continue to make our region and Westchester County a great place in which to grow our business?
And one of the concerns I heard last week was with everything that was happening with the banks and with all the government bailouts, that there was a question about where all this money was going to come from, and everyone was getting nervous and thinking that, especially for small and mid-sized businesses, that already tight lending was going to be even tighter. Now, has that been a concern that you've heard?
Well,
getting capital?
You know, certainly getting capital will be a concern. As a matter of fact, in November, we're pleased to be having Ray Rosen as a speaker at our Key Bank Speaker Series, and Ray is with the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, so I think that will be very, very interesting. And the other aspect that the Business Council is focused on is the whole area of innovation, because businesses continually need to innovate. And in October, we're having another of our innovation series, and one of the topics is going to be innovative financing and dealing with the credit crunch. So these are all questions that everyone has, and we're all sorting it out yet. None of us have a crystal ball.
Exactly. No one knows what's going to happen.
And the resources that are in Westchester and that are here through the Business Council of Westchester and the Business Journal are enormous, you know, in terms of really helping to keep our economy on the move.
And I think that's so important, and it's so important what you folks are doing. And I'm very optimistic, and we are here at the Business Journal. You know, there are a lot of smart people here in Westchester, and there's a lot of money here, so I think we're going to be okay. We'll see steady growth, but over the long run. But Marsha, is there anything else? If folks want to contact you, they can go through the website.
They can go through the website at www.westchesterny.org, or they can call me personally at 948-2110.
Here you go. Dr. Marsha Gordon, President and CEO of the Business Council of Westchester, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Karen.
I'm Karen McBride. Thanks for tuning in.